So there's one topic which is the most important topic that has influenced my life positively. You've probably read the title. It is Nofap. In the last years, Nofap has gotten more popular than ever before. When I was a teen, I can assure you that this topic was the biggest problem for me. When I was 13, I was so addicted to watching porn, to fapping, to looking at Instagram, all these girls. The biggest change in my life came when I stopped fapping, when I stopped watching porn. I still remember when I was 14 and I tried Nofap for the first time. The first time I couldn't even last 3 days. But when I reached that first 2 weeks, I noticed such a big difference in my confidence, in my ability to talk, in my ability to talk with girls, with guys, my productivity, my energy, so many benefits. And all you have to do is to just stop fapping, to just stop watching porn, to finally take control over your urges, over your addiction. Because this all is simply an addiction. You see all these guys saying, oh no, my libido is so high, I just have this high sex drive. But the truth is, you are just addicted. Like everyone else, you are just addicted. If you start fapping at a very young age, for me it was 9, then over the years, this becomes such an ingrained habit, so it will be very difficult to remove this habit. It took me 1 year, 1 whole year, to completely get rid of this habit. I stopped fapping and watching porn with about end of 14 years old in 2019, but it was a long journey until I completely stopped in the end of 2020 when I was 15. Of all these good habits, Nofap has had the biggest positive change on me. The only reason why I actually started self-improvement is just through Nofap. I could assure you, if I didn't stop fapping back then, I would still be fapping right now. You see guys in relationships still fapping, still watching porn, still watching other naked women while having a girlfriend. Isn't that sad? But most people see it as normal. Doctors will tell you, oh, it's normal to masturbate, it's very healthy for you. No, it's not. You probably know for yourself, if you masturbate and watch porn and stuff, do you feel good afterwards? Or do you have a little bit of shame that you just watched other people fuck and sat there like a monkey with your right hand? Do you think that you will become more confident if you watch porn? Do you think that you will have more energy if you fap 3 times a day? I don't think so. Out of all these habits, Nofap is really one of the best you can do to your life. Because if you remove this addiction once and for all, then every area of your life will improve. Your relationships, your productivity, your financial success, your friendships, your body, your energy, everything. If I go outside, I can instantly see if a guy faps or not. You can see it on people if they wank 3 times a day. I see so many guys who are so lethargic, so tired, with such a dead look on their eyes. I instantly know that these people won't achieve anything in their life unless they stop this habit. In my opinion, watching porn and fapping is more difficult to remove as a habit than smoking or taking drugs. You don't believe me? Try it out. The problem is, porn is so easily accessible. You could just go on your phone, 1-2 clicks, boom, you have your substance. Another big factor why fapping and watching porn is so harmful for you is because it robs you of all your happiness, of all your ambition, of the enjoyment in life, the enjoyment of the small things in life. Because see it this way, your brain is naturally programmed to fuck with one woman. It's common that you just have one woman, you fuck, and boom. But with porn, you have access to so much different women, different sizes, different colors, different nationalities, all naked in a few seconds without you doing anything. The thing is, your brain cannot differentiate between what's real and what's not real. So your brain thinks that all these naked women on your screen are real and want to fuck with you. This causes so much positive hormones, so much dopamine, which your brain isn't made to receive. So what happens? Your brain downregulates these happiness receptors, these dopamine receptors, which causes you to feel less enjoyment in life. You go outside, see a tree, you're like, huh. You're having a nice evening, deep conversations with friends, you're like, huh. The longer you watch porn, the more extreme things you need to feel the same amount of enjoyment. Maybe when you started, you didn't even need videos or a picture. Then maybe you started ranking on pictures. Afterwards, you needed some videos. Then you developed some fetishes and weird stuff and all. And someday, your taste is so weird, so disgusting, that you need so abrupt things to feel the same enjoyment in life. This is why there are people who like being pissed on and stuff. If you want to live a happy and fulfilling life, then you have to stop these destructing habits. There were studies which showed that porn activates the same areas in your brain as cocaine and heroin. But the thing is, when you go outside, I can assure you that 9 of 10 people do this every day. It is so rare to also meet a guy who doesn't fap and doesn't watch porn. Even financially successful guys, most of them still wank, still fap every day. They would be so much more successful if they would just stop this habit. Another point is also, if you're in a relationship, watching porn and fapping will destroy your relationship. You can't have a good relationship with fapping. Don't believe me? Stop fapping and I can assure you that your relationships become better. The sex becomes better, the connection gets deeper. You won't be focused so strongly on the appearance. Most guys see women as sex objects. It's true. And no, I don't mean these LGBTQ, women are not objects. What I mean with this is through porn, through years of fapping, guys are so programmed on just seeing women as sex objects. Imagine how sad it would be if you would meet the woman of your life and all you could think about is just her fucking. Wouldn't that be sad? Wouldn't that be shameful? Most of these YouTubers abuse this topic to get clicks, to get views. They have videos, oh, Nofap day 9 benefits, Nofap day 100 benefits. This is all bullshit. If you go with this mindset of, oh, I'm on day 200, I can fly. If you're counting every day, every second, then you will eventually fail. The best way to completely remove this habit of your life is to make it a lifestyle, to identify as a no-fapper, to identify as someone who doesn't try to remove this topic, but as someone who just doesn't do it. If you try to stop smoking, you shouldn't identify as a person who tries to stop smoking, but as a person who doesn't smoke. It's that simple, but makes such a big difference. Same goes for Nofap. If you count every day, oh, I'm on day 363, it's getting so hard. I can fly, I can see through walls. Eventually you will just fail. You will see a picture of a hot girl and, oops, failed. Then you're on day 1, oh no, my benefits are all gone, oh. This is just all clickbait. The best scenario is just when you completely forget about Nofap. When you've removed this habit so much from your life that you forget it exists. Like for me example, it just came today to my mind that Nofap even exists. Because see it this way, I haven't fapped in 3 years. I completely forgot that Nofap exists because I stopped counting the days. It just became a lifestyle. I don't say to people, I try to stop and stuff, I'm on day 300. No, just say, I don't do it. I stopped years ago. But in the early days, I also had this mindset, oh, I'm on day 10. No, I shouldn't lose because I lose all my benefits and no. And then you relapse and you feel so much worse. The funny thing is though, if you relapse, you're feeling way worse than before you knew Nofap at all. Or what most people also do, they relapse and they think to themselves, I failed anyway, might as well do 3 rounds. Might as well have another time, because my streak starts tomorrow. But this is a dumb idea, because if after failing you go another round and another round, then you're setting yourself way much back than you were before. Because if you relapse, you don't just go all the way back where you were. You go a bit down, but you're still higher than you started earlier before. So if you fail, if you relapse, just continue doing Nofap. If you lose, why should you make it even worse for you? It's like eating a piece of candy when you're on a diet and saying to yourself, oh no, I lost anyway. Might as well eat another piece and here cake and here burger. If you do Nofap with going to the gym, with meditating, these 3 things are the most positively influential habits you can do. If you're a gamer eating junk food and stuff, and you start Nofap, and you start going to the gym, and you start meditating, I can assure you that after half a year, maybe even 3 months, you'll be a completely different person. People won't recognize you anymore. After 1 year, you're a completely different guy. Being more confident, having more energy, attracting more girls, being able to talk with girls, being more masculine, more ambitious, higher energy. So many great things come from just not doing the shitty habits. So remember, stop fapping, make it a lifestyle, and your life will become so much better.